fit and fine, safe at your home? What do you see in my hand? It's a paper windmill, right? But why is it not moving? Maybe because there is no wind in the room? Wait, let me open the fan. Wow, it started working. How amazing is that, isn't it? But wait a minute, how it started working after I opened the fan? What's the reason behind it? The answer is wind. So in today's video, let us understand what is wind, where do we find wind, and some concept about this windmill. Do you want to learn how I made this windmill with the help of paper? I'll tell you this after we complete today's topic.
Wind is the moving air. When the air in the atmosphere moves, we call it wind. But do you know what is air? Earth is full of air. Air is the layer of gases around the earth, which means it is made up of tiny molecules of different gases like oxygen and nitrogen. Air is important for every living being on this earth. Plants get gases from air to make their food. Animals and humans need oxygen gas that's in air to breathe. Even though you can't see air, air pushes or squeezes things all around us. Air takes up space. When you blow air into a balloon, the gas molecules in the air fill the balloon. You can blow up a balloon because of the push of the gas molecules. That push is called air pressure.
Now the next question is, what causes air to move? What causes wind to blow? As we know, when the molecules heat, they move faster. They move apart from each other. So air, like most of other substances, expands when heated.
We all know that sun is hot and the sun heats the earth. We also know that earth is little tilted. Because of this, some parts of earth gets more heat than other places. That's why some places on earth are hot, while some places on earth are cold. This uneven heating of air in the atmosphere causes the air to move. When sun heats the earth, the air, as I said, which is all around, becomes warm and start rising up or moving up. Now, why does this happen? Because warm air weighs less than the cool air. When warm air moves up, it causes the area of low pressure. And then the cool air, which weighs more than the warm air, sinks down, or you can say moves down, and start taking place of warm air. This movement of air, that is warm air rising up and cool air sinking down, makes the wind blow. Now, do you know wind doesn't always move with the same speed? Sometimes wind can move fast and sometimes slow. Wind speed can change from place to place as well as from day to day. But how we will come to know about the speed? It is measured by the device called anemometer. The anemometer rotates due to wind, and the number of rotations are used to calculate wind speed. Now, do you know we can also measure the wind direction? At the airport, you may see windsock. They are used to show wind direction. We can also use in place of this wind vane. A wind vane is used to show wind direction. It is placed on the top of a building or a large tall pole. The wind causes it to move and point in the direction from where wind is coming. Now, do you know both anemometer and wind vane are a very important tool to study weather pattern. Now, do you know there are different kinds of winds that blow in different pattern all over the world, and they have different names too. The air that moves towards the equator of Earth is called trade wind. These are warm and blow steady. When the wind from the north and south meet at the equator, they rise quickly. The wind on the surface are very calm and called doldrums. The warm air that moves away from the equator travels towards the north and south pole, where it is cooled off. Such wind is called prevailing wind. Very high in the atmosphere, there is large and fast flowing air. Generally blows from west to east. These winds are called jet stream. Now children, you must have seen huge windmill farm. Windmill farm, also known as windmill park, windmill power plant, windmill power station. Now what is a windmill farm? Windmill farm is a group of wind turbines or windmill in the same location. They are used to produce electricity. Windmill or wind turbine uses the wind to make electricity. Unlike fan that use their blades to push the air out. In case of a windmill, the wind pushes the air to spin the blades of windmill. When the blades turn, this causes the shaft inside the windmill to rotate. This shaft is connected to the generator, making it spin. The spinning generator generates electricity. But these windmill or turbine produce electricity only when the wind is blowing. In order to solve this problem, electricity is stored in devices called batteries.
So children, what we learned in today's video, let us recall it quickly. We learned that wind is the movement of air molecules on a large scale. And who is responsible for the creation of wind? It is the sun. Yes, sun rays heat up the earth's surface, and due to which the air becomes warm. The warm air rises up and the cool air rushes to take its space. This is how the wind blows. Next, we learned about the types of wind. And at last, we talked about the working of wind turbine or windmill. Now, do you want to know how I made this windmill? Science is so much of fun, isn't it? Let us learn how I made this paper windmill.
For this, you need a sheet of paper, pen, ruler, scissors, pin and a straw. Now here I have taken a colorful paper. You may take any other sheet, a plain sheet. But ensure it has to be in the shape of a square. Now next, with the help of a ruler, join vertex to vertex. A square has 4 vertices. Join the opposite vertices with the help of ruler. What do we get when we join vertex to vertex? It's a diagonal. Yes, when we join opposite vertices, we get diagonal. Now here, after you join opposite vertices, what you have to do next? Take any measurement. I have taken 4 centimeter of measurement. From the center, leaving the equal gap, you have to place a dot. Mark that point. From all the sides, you have to do the same centimeter. Leaving the gap of 4 centimeter, I am putting a dot. Now after this, with the help of scissors, now be careful here. You may take the help of someone elder in your home. You have to cut all the 4 lines up to this mark, up to this dot. Do it carefully. You don't have to cut. You don't have to cut out the complete line. Just up to the marked dot. Yes, in this way. Now after you do this, what is the next? The center where the diagonals intersect each other, the central point. With the help of a needle or with the help of something which is sharp, you have to make a hole. Again, you need to take help of someone elder. Now leaving, you can see it has 4 vertices. Leave 1 vertex, leaving 1 vertices after each. You have to take all of them under the same pin and insert it through the center hole. I said leave 1 vertex when you fold it, when you bend it, not fold, actually bend. If you'll fold it, it will get flat. You don't need it to be flat. Now with the help of a straw, what you need to do? You need to insert your pen or whatever you have taken inside that straw. Now let's check our this windmill works or not. Yay! It started working. Prepare the same and share. Thank you.